It started with what seemed like an innocent celebration. Jeopardy announced its upcoming Champions Wildcard Tournament, spotlighting standout players from recent seasons. The tweet, glossy and bold, listed names fans had come to adore. But the celebratory tone quickly soured. Within hours, former champions, especially those who had competed before 2020, began to speak out. Feels like we're being erased in real time, tweeted one former contestant who won during Alex Trebek's final years. Another added, I met my wife on that stage. We were both champions. Do we not count anymore? The controversy quickly spiraled. At the heart of the uproar was the show's marketing shift, which had pivoted heavily toward recent viral contestants and social media-friendly personalities. The glaring omission of earlier winners, especially those with deeper personal ties to the show, became a rallying cry. Among the loudest voices were married champions Rachel and Anthony Reynolds, who met during a 2011 tournament and later tied the knot in a Jeopardy-themed ceremony. Their tweet read, "We gave the show 10 years of loyalty, press, and love. Now we can't even get a mention? Hashtag forgotten champions." Rachel followed up with a video montage of past married champions, smiling on stage, hugging Alex, answering final Jeopardy. It went viral within hours. Fans were shocked to discover just how many couples had met through the show, many of whom hadn't been mentioned in years. What began as a conversation about recognition quickly turned into a broader debate about legacy. Jeopardy, a show known for its deep reverence of knowledge and tradition, was suddenly facing accusations of forgetting its own history. This show meant everything to us, said Anthony in an emotional livestream. And now it's like we never existed. Producers remained quiet for days, issuing only a vague statement. We value all our champions and are exploring new ways to highlight their achievements. That did little to calm the storm. Former contestants started posting their own stories, photos, old behind-the-scenes footage, and shared memories from green rooms and rehearsals. One couple posted a thread about how their shared love of trivia had built their entire marriage. We still do mock games every Sunday night, they wrote. We still buzz in. The sense of being forgotten wasn't just about personal pride. For many, it was about community. Jeopardy gave us more than money and fame. It gave us lifelong friends, a sense of belonging, said Linda Cho, a 2005 champion who helped organize a mini reunion of fellow contestants via Zoom. To ignore us now feels like an erasure of that community. Jeopardy. Historians weighed in too. Several noted that couples like the Reynolds were instrumental in humanizing the show during the Trebek years. People tuned in not just for the trivia, but for the human stories, wrote one academic in a thread. When a contestant returned and mentioned a spouse who'd also won, that was legacy television. The backlash reached a boiling point when a fan-made Jeopardy, Couples Hall of Fame website, launched overnight. It featured bios, trivia achievements, and love stories of more than 20 couples who had met through the show. The site was flooded with traffic, crashing briefly under the weight of demand. Seeing the groundswell of support, the Reynolds were both grateful and saddened. It shouldn't have taken this, Rachel wrote on Instagram, sharing a black and white photo of her and Anthony holding hands outside the Jeopardy studio. We didn't ask for fanfare. We just wanted to be remembered. The scandal reignited conversations about how game shows, and media more broadly, select which stories get told and retold. Critics pointed out that while newer contestants often come with built-in social media platforms, older champions never had that opportunity. We were pre-Instagram, joked one former winner. Our buzzers didn't even have hashtags. Jeopardy eventually responded with a more formal statement. They announced a Legacy Spotlight initiative, which would highlight historic champions and iconic moments from past seasons. But for many, the damage had already been done. This isn't about getting airtime, Anthony said in an emotional podcast interview. It's about honoring the tradition. We stood on that stage because we loved the game, and we played it with everything we had. To be written out, it's not just sad, it's wrong. Some fans pushed back against the criticism, arguing that the show had to evolve with changing times. Social media changed the game. One viewer commented, "Newer players bring more attention, and the show needs that to survive."